What's up, everyone out there? Jeremy Kinney here with theawarenessrevolution.com. I have what could be an amazing opportunity to share with you today. But I will be upfront and tell you that I'm not going to give you the name of the company because I had to pay $500 to get access to this and much more information. I heard about it from David Morgan, which is a well-known name in the precious metal sector. He's known as the Silver Guru. Been following him for a while, but I recently got into mining stocks, and I joined David Morgan's premium newsletter, which is $500 for the year, to get all kinds of exclusive information, including what he's investing in, and to see what he's buying and selling and all that type of information. And so far, I'm really happy with the service. I think it's definitely worth $500. I also think that the mining stock sector is going to boom and will probably be the biggest bull run maybe in history, maybe just in mining stock history. But I mean, this is going to be a historic bull run, and we are at the very beginning stages of it. So I think it's a huge opportunity. I actually made a video about how to get into mining stocks on my channel. You can see if you go here to my channel, or you can just search in the search box. It's called Helpful Resources for Investing in Mining Stocks. It's great for anyone new to this idea and sector. Also, I wanted to point out that David Morgan did give a 20-minute presentation at the Silver and Gold Summit in 2018, so almost 2 years ago now. And he doesn't mention the stock in there. And from what I get from it, he hasn't mentioned it anywhere yet, but he will be talking about it publicly next month. So that will get a lot of interest, and there'll be a lot of, he said, a lot of people who write their newsletters will hear about it and will probably mention it in their newsletters. Also, I think that this company has, they've said, another interview on David Morgan's premium membership, which was updated July 18th. The CEO was interviewed and said that they are expecting to make some huge announcements very soon. So this could be not only huge, but very soon it could become huge. So with that said, let's dig it in. All right, I want to start off with this post. A lot of other sites are commenting on it. Apparently it's kind of a big deal. Elon Musk is really popular right now, so that could be part of it. But he's asking miners to bring him more nickel. So he's wanting mining companies to produce more nickel. He says miners will be offered a giant contract from Tesla if they mine nickel efficiently and in an environmentally friendly way. So I just kind of want to point that out real quick. Again, I want to emphasize efficiently and in an environmentally friendly way. Okay. So there's a reason for this. I think this is a big deal. It's showing a need in the mining industry. So let's look at this new technology that has been created. There's a company that has created their own, chemical or chemicals. It's a product that's proprietary, and what it does is it allows them to have a different way of mining metals. So that's different from the typical way that precious metals and base metals are mined. And so it's totally unique, and it's innovative. It's also much more efficient and environmentally friendly. So what I'm wondering is, this is just complete speculation. Maybe it's a coincidence, I don't know. But time will tell. My question is there a connection between what I heard the CEO saying, he's expecting to make some big announcements here soon, and all of a sudden Elon Musk is asking for a mining company that can produce nickel efficiently and in an environmental friendly way. So that this company seems to fit the bill with this new technology, and I think the stock has a lot of potential and could really end up being a major game changer, not only for your own portfolio and your own financial benefit, but for the world as well, because it's going to make resources, certain metals, more affordable, which saves companies money. They can sell their products cheaper, but also it's much better for the environment. So just to give you a little bit of a visual, this is e-waste, which is like electronic waste. That's going to be one of the big things, especially in the very beginning. It says over $62 billion in metals used in electronics annually. $62 billion. So look at conventional mining, gold from 1 ton of ore. At top, it's a little tiny piece of gold. Urban mining, gold from 1 ton of e-waste, is much, 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 much more gold. So keep that in mind. That's a big difference. And the problem is because just of the economics, a lot of the e-waste isn't recovered because it's just not, the recovery process isn't efficient enough to make it worth their while. And that's kind of why Elon Musk is wanting an efficient way. He needs a way of getting it cheap. So that way, it's got to make financial sense. Well, this product is going to make a lot more mining be financially viable because of the increase in efficiency. So a lot of this e-waste that is going to waste now will be recovered. So that they could potentially get a huge part of the market share, nearly all of it, for so many different reasons, just on the e-waste side. But then you have to look at the other things like their potential to recover palladium and platinum from catalytic converters. And I'll get to that in just a minute. But first, I want to focus a little bit more on the environmental aspect and particularly of the e-waste as well. So you see this image says 66,000 tons of cyanide is used annually in mining, and 1,400 tons of mercury is used annually in mining. Obviously, this stuff is very toxic, very health focused, and I just want to do what is best for the world. And what's interesting is a lot of the things that are best for the planet are best for humans as well, and this is a good case of that. And as you see on here, it says mine operators under pressure for environmental change. So we need to get these precious metals and base metals out of the ground and basically use them. But we don't want to be destroying the planet while we're doing it. We're dumping literally tons of chemicals for all kinds of different purposes. So this could be a game changer because like we've been mining in a certain way for such a long time. That's how it's done, and now we have this potentially a new way of doing it that doesn't poison the planet, which is great. And David Morgan has worked with these people. He's went in there and seen it, and not only does he say it works, but he says it works very well. He's actually even possibly going to be working directly with them, and they will also be presenting at an online precious metals summit, kind of like an online seminar for the sector. So David Morgan and this company will be presenting this soon. So people will be hearing about it very soon. It's kind of been like, I think, he hasn't said this, but it seems like he's been kind of keeping this a secret for his premium members. So anyway, I will leave a link to his premium membership in the description below, where you can go and sign up if you want to find out which company this is. Economic advantages is the only cost-effective solution for low-grade e-waste. So again, a lot of it goes to waste because it's just not cost-effective to recover. 75% smelter and shipping cost reduction. So a lot of the times for some of the stuff, you have to send it away to be recycled and to be recovered. That makes it, just that alone, the shipping costs, makes it to where it's just not cost effective for the companies anymore. A lot of times, like in the case with catalytic converters, they send them overseas. The profit margin is fairly low, so you got to send a lot of heavy material. We're talking about tons of e-waste and stuff here, just to get a little bit of metal. So, when you're talking about shipping it around, it's just not cost effective. Whereas this business is teaming up with another business to create facilities, and they can pop them up anywhere. Unlike a mine, a gold mine or something has to be mined where the gold is. Or something like this, they can place these facilities strategically throughout the whole world. So this is really a potential game-changing solution that may change the world. As you see here, there's some other benefits as well. Then there's the environmental advantages. So there are huge economic advantages and environmental advantages. And this company is still on the ground floor. This would be a risky but rewarding speculation if it actually turns out. Of course, this isn't investing advice. I'm just showing you something that I've learned about, make you aware of. It's the awareness revolution, and it could be an opportunity. I personally am investing in it, not as much as I'd like, but if it doesn't skyrocket here soon, I'll accumulate more shares in this opportunity. One last thing I wanted to mention was the catalytic converters. Worldwide, they require 12.6 million ounces of palladium and platinum per year to meet the exhaust emission regulations for both gas and diesel engines. Less than 30% of the palladium and platinum in catalytic converters are recovered every year, so that's less than a third. Worldwide, 90 million catalytic converters are needed for new vehicles each year, and 80% of the world's supply of palladium and 50% of the world's platinum are used in catalytic converters annually. Recycling of both of them are needed to meet demand. The only current method to recover them is smelting, and most of the North American catalytic converter smelting is done overseas, resulting in significant shipping costs. These things are expensive. They're expensive to ship overseas. Plus, there's a turnaround time of 180 days. So, when you're in the business of doing XYZ, you're not in the business of recycling these catalytic converters. You don't want to tie up your money for 6 months, so it's just not worth the hassle, which is why most of it doesn't get recycled. And not only that, but again, there is a lot of toxic pollution that is created in this process. So these are, you've got the e-waste, you've got the catalytic converters, and then you've got mining. One last thing to point out is that diesel catalytic converters contain 2 to 5 times more palladium and platinum than gasoline catalytic converters. And North America has over 35% of the diesel engine market. So there's a lot of diesel engines in the United States. So we could build a facility here and we wouldn't have to ship it overseas. So this is a game changer for this recycling of palladium and platinum. So this is a huge market share that they could tap into that no one's tapping into. There'll be no competition. It's a huge market. Um, so there's lots of opportunity here. I just wanted to go ahead and share that with you. And before I hop off here, I want to encourage you to give me a like and please subscribe. But not only that, share the videos, but also look through my other videos on YouTube, and you'll see I've got a lot of videos, not a lot of subscribers because my channel got deleted, and I'm all over the place. I've got 5 overlooked reasons why silver may go up in value. This was a month ago. Silver is on the rise. It's been going up a lot lately, and it has a long way to go. I truly believe silver and mining stocks, and even this one that I'm covering today, are huge financial opportunities, and that's the way they are enslaving us, is through the financial system. So the best way to break free from the enslavement is to become financially free. So hopefully I don't have to explain any more of that, any more of why making money is good. I know a lot of people in the woke community, or whatever you want to call it, they don't think money is that important, but I do. I think it's important because it's either going to be used in your favor or against you. And right now, most people are victims to the money game and not winners. This is a really controversial one, but it's chock full of great information. If race and these race issues are of interest to you, I definitely think that you should check it out. This is just some drama in the anti-vaccine community lately. I did a bunch of videos about the lockdown and coronavirus and everything, including food shortages coming soon. This is something to really be concerned with. I haven't updated soon, but I've been watching, keeping up with it, and it does look pretty bad what is coming in the food industry. So something to pay attention to there. This is my documentary. It's really good. It basically just shows that what's happening now is what the conspiracy theorists were saying all along, what was going to happen. So I think that's good. It was fairly early on in the pandemic, and it's aging well. But yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff for coronavirus here. I mean, this is documents from the CDC website showing they're counting deaths with coronavirus as deaths from coronavirus. This is a fact. 2010 Rockefeller document showing basically exactly what's going on right now. They give 4 different scenarios after the next pandemic, and we are playing them out. And this gives you an idea of what to expect in understanding what's going on, and hints that this has been planned for a long time. Coronavirus pandemic, the modern day witch hunt. I think this is interesting. Again, look, 22 views. No one is seeing this stuff. But if you look up what the witch hunt, and where the word prick comes from, you'll see the parallels between that and the testing that's taking place right now over the coronavirus. Of course, the tests are inaccurate, to say the least. Social distancing laws are unconstitutional. We have the right to peacefully assemble. I can't believe I had to explain this to so many people early on, trying to explain that this violates our First Amendment. I mean, it's just nuts what has been going on. The new normal, I was talking about it 4 months ago. I had friends telling me I was crazy, that this was going to go away in 2 weeks. Well, here we are, 4 months, and we're in mask mandates now, and who knows what's going to be the thing next week. These are some videos from Anarchapulco, really interesting stuff. I think all these videos are great. Maybe I'm biased, I don't know. You let me know. But I try to make good content. Unfortunately, not a lot of people sees it because I'm being shadow banned like a lot of other truthers. I'm surprised they even let my channel stay up, to be honest. But, I think it's just so the way they can see what I'm doing, what I'm thinking and stuff like that. It's kind of like a mind reading, type of thing. So, yeah. But until then, until it's taken off, there's tons of great information on here. So go through it and see what you like. Share what you think your friends will like. There's a lot of different topics here. So if there's something that you want me to cover in particular, let me know in the comments below. Sign up for my email newsletter, theawarenessrevolution.com/newsletter, and let me know what you think of that. But that's the best way to stay tuned, because any day my channel and other truther channels could be deleted, so you want to have direct access to them. I wish my email or my YouTube subscribers would have subscribed to my newsletter before my channel got deleted, but yeah, they really handicapped me, and a lot of the really controversial videos that I made, they got my channel deleted. They're not on the internet anymore. Some of them are, but most of them are not. And this is really important information that the people need to know about. So maybe I will join other communities like Binds and library and share my videos there. But until then, this is where it's at on YouTube, guys. So make sure to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified for our future videos. Have a wonderful day, guys. I wish you all well. Hopefully this video gives you some hope and some excitement, because there's a lot of negativity in the world, a lot of rough times ahead, in my opinion, and this is one of the ways to turn this crisis into an opportunity. And as the Chinese have a symbol which has two meanings, and one of them is crisis and one of them is opportunity, which is really interesting. And I think this is going to be both. Thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.